Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel for the very latest insights into the world of the British royal family. Today, we're diving into a fascinating juxtaposition of events that unfolded almost simultaneously across the globe, involving both His Majesty King Charles III and his younger son, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. It's a tale of two distinct journeys highlighting the different paths these royal figures are currently navigating, set against a backdrop of global issues and significant political moments. Before we delve into the details of these parallel trips, do remember to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your engagement truly helps us continue bringing you these in-depth reports and analyses. Now, let's set the scene. In a striking and rather unexpected turn of events, Prince Harry made a notable appearance far from his usual haunts, journeying to Beijing, China. This visit, which seemingly came without prior public announcement, placed the Duke squarely on the international stage, engaging with leaders and innovators on a topic close to his heart: sustainable tourism. His presence in the Chinese capital occurred just as his father, King Charles, was embarking on a significant and historic state visit across the Atlantic to Canada. The timing of these two prominent members of the royal family undertaking such disparate yet high-profile engagements at virtually the same moment in time certainly captured the attention of observers worldwide. Let's first focus on Prince Harry's activities in Beijing. The Duke of Sussex was present at the Envision 2025 Global Partner Conference. This was no mere attendance. Prince Harry was there in a significant capacity, delivering a keynote address to the assembled delegates. His appearance took place on Monday, May 26th, according to reports. His message resonated with the core themes of the conference, which presumably brought together global partners to discuss future visions and strategies across various sectors. Prince Harry was speaking in his capacity as a co-founder of Travelist, an initiative he launched with the explicit goal of transforming the travel industry into a force for good. Travelist is an independent, non-profit organization working globally to help people make travel choices that are better for people, place, and the planet. It collaborates with major players in the travel sector, including booking platforms, airlines, and accommodation providers, to encourage more sustainable practices. So, his address at a conference focused on future global partnerships was a natural fit for Travelist's mission. In his keynote, the Duke specifically addressed the urgent need for the tourism industry to confront the challenge of climate change directly and decisively. He didn't mince words, framing the issue not just as an environmental concern, which it undeniably is, but also as a critical economic imperative. He articulated this point powerfully, stating, as reported on the official Travelist website, that climate change isn't just an environmental challenge. It's a critical business emergency costing the global economy $143 billion annually. This figure serves as a stark reminder of the tangible financial impact of climate change, positioning it as a matter of economic survival and prosperity, not just ecological preservation. Highlighting this immense financial burden was a strategic move to resonate with a business-focused audience at the conference. Prince Harry, who is now 40 years old, underscored the importance of perseverance in this fight. He declared, with evident conviction, "We must never give up." This was a call to action, urging industry leaders and stakeholders not to become discouraged by the scale of the problem, but to remain committed to finding solutions and implementing sustainable practices. His message was one of urgency combined with resilience. He also took the opportunity to commend the Asia-Pacific region for its potential leadership in this vital area. He praised the region as being strongly positioned to spearhead efforts in sustainable travel. This acknowledgement suggests that Harry and the Travelist initiative see significant potential in the growth markets and developing tourism infrastructure across Asia to adopt and champion sustainable models from the outset, potentially setting a global standard. He encouraged the industry leaders present to reaffirm their commitment to being a force for good. This phrase encapsulates Travelist's philosophy that travel should benefit the communities and environments visited, leaving a positive footprint rather than a negative one. Prince Harry's unannounced trip to Beijing, dedicated to advocating for sustainable tourism on a global platform, represents a continued focus on his independent charitable work since stepping back as a senior member of the royal family. It positions him as a global advocate on issues he deems crucial, leveraging his platform to influence industry practices and policy discussions. The choice of venue, a major international conference in China, underscores the global reach of his efforts with Travelist. Now, let's turn our attention to the parallel event unfolding thousands of miles away. Prince Harry's trip to China came just hours after his father, King Charles III, arrived in Ottawa, Canada, to commence a highly significant state visit. This visit marks a major milestone. It is His Majesty's first visit to Canada since his accession to the throne, following the passing of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Canada is a realm where King Charles is the head of state, and state visits such as this are deeply symbolic, reinforcing the constitutional ties and historical bonds between the United Kingdom and Canada. The king was not traveling alone. He was accompanied by Queen Camilla, and together they were set to attend the country's state opening of Parliament. This is a pivotal moment in Canadian civic life, where the monarch, as head of state, formally opens a new session of Parliament, delivering the speech from the throne, though typically read by the Governor-General as the king's representative. The king's personal presence at this event is therefore exceptionally rare and underscores the profound importance placed on this visit. It is a powerful visual representation of the enduring relationship between the Crown and the Canadian government and people. State visits are meticulously planned affairs, designed to strengthen diplomatic relations, celebrate shared history and values, and engage with citizens. For King Charles, this visit to Canada is particularly significant as he continues to shape his reign and his role as head of the Commonwealth, an association of 56 member states, including Canada, almost all of which are former territories of the British Empire. Strengthening ties with key Commonwealth realms is a priority for the new monarch. The original report also mentioned that this visit is seen as a strategic move amid political tensions with former U.S. President Donald Trump. This is a nuanced point that requires careful consideration. State visits like this are inherently strategic, aimed at solidifying alliances and partnerships. The mention of tensions with a former U.S. president, particularly one who has been critical of international alliances and institutions, suggests a perception that reinforcing strong relationships with close allies like Canada is particularly important in the current geopolitical climate. While the king's role is constitutional and non-political in a party political sense, the crown represents the enduring relationship between nations. In a world where alliances are sometimes questioned, a high-profile state visit serves to underscore the stability and importance of existing bonds, such as those between the UK and Canada, regardless of the political figures currently in office elsewhere. It reinforces the idea that the partnership between the UK and Canada is deep-rooted and transcends temporary political fluctuations in other countries. Therefore, positioning this visit as strategic in that context highlights its importance in affirming long-standing friendships and mutual support in a complex global landscape. The contrast between the two events is quite striking. On one hand, we see the king in his official capacity as head of state, undertaking the traditional duties of a monarch on a state visit, engaging with government officials and symbolizing the continuity of the crown's relationship with a key realm. This is the epitome of traditional royal duty and diplomacy. On the other hand, we have Prince Harry operating outside the formal structures of the monarchy, engaging with the private sector and nonprofit world on a specific global issue, sustainability, through his own initiative, Travelist. His appearance is less about statecraft and more about advocacy and entrepreneurship within the realm of social and environmental impact. The near simultaneous timing of these events, Prince Harry's appearance in Beijing reportedly happening just hours after King Charles's arrival in Ottawa, is particularly poignant given the widely reported estrangement between father and son. While both were engaged in significant activities on the world stage, they were doing so on different continents, in different capacities, and seemingly independently of one another. This parallel activity, geographically and functionally separate, perhaps offers a subtle visual metaphor for their current relationship dynamics. Both are clearly busy and committed to their respective roles and causes, but those paths appear to be diverging. King Charles's visit to Canada, attending the state opening of Parliament as the reigning monarch for the first time, is undoubtedly a moment of historical significance for both nations. It reaffirms the constitutional ties and deep historical and cultural connections that bind the United Kingdom and Canada. It provides an opportunity for the King to connect with Canadians and demonstrate his commitment to the country as its head of state. Prince Harry's trip to China, advocating for sustainable tourism and calling out the economic cost of climate change, highlights his continued dedication to the environmental and social causes that he has championed for years. It shows his intent to use his global profile to influence positive change through his nonprofit work with Travelist. Both men are clearly navigating their roles on the world stage, albeit in vastly different ways. The King is upholding centuries of tradition and constitutional duty, while the Duke is forging a new path focused on specific global challenges through independent ventures. The timing of these two separate, high-profile engagements occurring so close together offers a compelling snapshot of the current state of affairs within the British royal family. A family whose members continue to command global attention, even as their individual paths diverge. This period certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the evolving roles within the monarchy and the activities of its members, both those serving in official capacities and those pursuing independent endeavors. It underscores the diverse ways in which individuals connected to the crown continue to engage with global issues and maintain a presence on the international stage. What are your thoughts on these parallel journeys? Do you see them as a reflection of the differing priorities, or simply a coincidence of scheduling? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. We love hearing from you. Don't forget to like this video if you found this analysis informative, subscribe to our channel for more royal news and insights, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.